The fate of the Mahagathbandhan and NDA will be sealed today as the last phase of polling is underway as we speak in Bihar. Anand Patel is joining me from Purnia. We also have Mausami Singh getting us the latest updates from West Champaran district. We'll be going across to our reporters in just a bit. Let me just give you a primer first of the last phase of polling. This is the third phase in the Bihar Assembly elections. Polling and voting is underway at this point. 78 constituencies spread across 15 districts are up for grabs now. As many as 2 crore 35 lakh voters will exercise their franchise and decide the fate of 1,204 candidates, which includes at least 110 women candidates. As per the EC's order, polling will take place till 6 p.m. Polling, however, in 4 Naxal-affected constituencies of Valmiki Nagar, which is also a parliamentary constituency seeing by-polls in Ramnagar, Simri Bakhtiarpur and in Mahishi will end by 4 p.m. All eyes will be on the crucial Simanchal region. That's going to be the biggest headline from this phase of polling because Asaduddin Owaisi's AIMIM might dent RJD's traditional Muslim Yadav vote bank here. That's why you've had the Mahagathbandhan attacking Owaisi, referring to him as the B team of the BJP. 3 days from now, we'll know whether Nitish Kumar will return as the chief minister for the 4th time in a row or if the anti-incumbency factor will hurt his chances. And let me take this across to Mousami Singh and Anand Patel. Mousami, to you first. Good morning. These polling right now is happening amid COVID and amid a pandemic. The last 2 phases, we did see norms being thrown to the wind, caution really not being maintained by voters or by officials in many cases. What do you see around you?
A very good morning to all our viewers on India Today from West Champaran. Yes, we are in the border region of Bihar, which actually neighbors Nepal. And you can see that despite the pandemic, despite the cold, it hasn't stopped the voters from coming out early in the morning. This is the Vidhan Sabha constituency of Narkatiyaganj, and you can see that the queue in fact is going outside the polling booth. In fact, we saw right up early in the morning people queuing up, making sure that they made their vote count. Importantly, Akshita, it's very important to note that West Champaran is very important for the BJP as it has been a BJP bastion. And there might be some nervous moments for the BJP because in this third phase of polling, almost 5 constituencies are seeing rebel candidates of the BJP that are challenging the BJP candidate and the others. So we will have to wait and see how that pans out. But importantly, we've seen the big leaders, from the Prime Minister to the Union Ministers, and in fact Rahul Gandhi to all the leaders, Tejaswi Yadav, everybody has been campaigning in West Champaran because they realize that this is a bastion that they cannot ignore, and if there is a clean sweep by either sides, it will make their battle for Patna much easier.
Okay, let me take this across also to Anand Patel, who's joining us from Purnia. Anand, Purnia has always been a BJP stronghold. The same candidates who fought it out in the last assembly elections have been fielded this time around as well.
Well, yes, Akshita, this region is part of the Simanchal region, Purnia district. 4 districts are there, and these are one of the most backward regions of Bihar, bordering West Bengal and Nepal on 2 sides. And that is the reason why development and the jobs poll plank of the opposition has been playing out in the political narrative. Also, this phase, 78 seats, if you see 2015, JDU and RJD, which were part of the Mahagathbandhan or the Grand Alliance, had swept this poll. So this time around, there is a changed reality as far as the alliances are concerned. JDU is now with the NDA, and that has altered the caste arithmetic, particularly in this region, which is Muslim and Yadav dominated. So that is the reason why we have seen pitched battle from both the sides. NDA putting in all its effort, bringing in star campaigners from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Rajnath Singh to Yogi Adityanath. And we have seen that in this phase, there have been attempts to polarize the voters on religious line, and that has been the characteristic of the third phase of Bihar polls, Akshita. The manner in which Yogi Adityanath tried to bring in the Bangladeshi infiltrator issue has changed the political narrative here, and that is going to do some damage to even JDU as well, although there were attempts by Chief Minister Nitish Kumar to say that nobody will be thrown out, no NRC will be conducted. But yes, that factor will play out. And Mithilanchal, where BJP had not been doing so well, BJP has been trying to make inroads. But yes, the NDA and the Grand Alliance are pitched together to get
No, but interesting point you also made. We'll have to see if Yogi Adityanath's comment really dents their chances in Simanchal. There was some attempt of damage control by Nitish. Did that really work? Will that help in, repairing some of the damage created by Yogi? We'll have to wait and watch. Anand and Mousami, thank you for joining us this morning.